Well, which brings us to our next video, which is Alex Hermosi. And Alex Hermosi is someone who started out literally on a webcam, and they were doing, he had hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Yep.
Doing stuff on a webcam in like a side closet. Can you pull up one of his old videos?
Yeah.
I want to show you guys how bad these look, because these were really bad. And eventually they hired a team out of, I don't know, I think they paid them $40,000 a month to do all their videos. But Alex Hermosi was blowing up and doing really, really good stuff because of the life experience and the things he had accomplished. All the other stuff didn't matter. Check this out. Check how bad these videos are.
He got like a nose strip on.
Branding and direct
terrible lighting. Terrible. He's in like this is. I think this is literally like a closet hallway or something.
It's literally it's some sort of closet.
Right. And how long ago is this? So
he's
at
1 year ago.
So So this is 1 year ago at 1.2 million subscribers. Why was this successful? Because Alex Hermosi's entire shtick was that I run acquisition.com. We do $100 million in sales. Right. I've had $1 million deposited into my personal bank account every month for 36 months, and I have nothing to sell you.
And I have nothing to sell you.
So here is someone that the production quality means nothing. It meant nothing. Why?
Yes.
Because he was a 100 millionaire.
On November 30th of 2020.
So now his videos are super polished, right? His videos are super polished. So what is the title though? Why direct response marketing get rich, not wealthy? Right? So the value that he's presenting to a very specific niche of people is so helpful. It is so helpful that the freaking quality does not matter.
Yep.
Now, if what you're offering is value, and by value I just mean what is the problem you're solving, right? Alex's video would solve for specific problems. How to become better at sales, how to streamline marketing, how to do this, how to do that, right? If the problem that you're solving for isn't as good and you don't have as many solutions for people, well then maybe your stuff might need to be a bit more produced and polished and cleaner and edited and all that kind of stuff. But there's nothing wrong if you truly have value. Like I think Tim could have done something similar to this. And I think he actually tried initially. I think Tim Ross could have done something similar to this. If Tim was just sharing his advice and, I don't know, from a ministry standpoint, I think he could have done something this low produced initially and then hired out the team to do all of it for him, right? But Alex didn't let this stop. And so I think sometimes we get so caught up in like the production quality and the value and the camera, and we forget, one, what is the story?
Yep.
And two, what problem are you solving for? What is the solution you're offering for? If Alex is really trying to help people become as wealthy as they can with what they have, and it's working, which I will say it is working, his $100 million offer value is so good. Hey, you may not know I make music, but I have a brand new song that just came out. Here's a quick preview.
In a moment, I gotta overcompensate by building tabernacles while the world is rubbernecking. Eve wanted an Adam's apple. Whoa there, why you wanna go there? Time to shut the door, cause we letting out all the cold air.
Yo, Double R back, baby. It's not for Rolls Royce, it's for Rap Ruslan. Let's get it.
So hit the link in the description or go to RuslanToTheMoon.com to stream now. I'll see you over there.
Why you wanna go there?
And I don't do any of it. I don't do any of the stuff he recommends.
Yeah.
He's talking about digital products and funnels, and like we don't do any of the stuff he recommends in terms of digital education. That's kind of like the bread and butter now. But the value is so good that there's still concepts and mindset principles that are valuable enough that the production doesn't matter. Now, show one of his recent videos so that people can see the juxtaposition that when you work really hard and eventually you can just hire out the
I gave a
team.
guest lecture last week
right?
at University of Texas for a class on entrepreneurship.
There are some people here who don't try for shit.
One of the key questions that
Now
many
it's
of-
multiple angles.
Yep.
Now it's a bit more
Fast-paced editing.
editing, graphics. And so like you don't have to start there. Too many of people aren't starting doing anything because they want it to be too fancy. And I would argue if you're trying to make it too fancy, you probably don't know what value you have to offer people.
Yeah.
Because if you really had something valuable to offer people, you would just start.
Yeah.
You would just
100%.
start. And Tim Ross did Upset the News during the pandemic. That's right. He did. Pull up Tim Ross Upset the News. Let's see that real quick. Because I bet you is quality-wise, I bet you it's very similar. And he did all of it. Tim did all of it. Pull it up.
New show. I
Look
am
at this.
the host,
I called it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Ross.
9,000, almost
Listen,
10,000
it's
views.
a first. I'm so glad I
Right?
get to have
And here's the deal. Here's the deal. This was the test run for the Tim Ross podcast.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
He only had 2,000 subscribers, 9,000 views in 3 years. But this is what allowed him to eventually scale to do the stuff now that the team came in place.
Yeah.
I think too many people want the finished product of something looking this good or looking like Alex's videos or whatever, and they're upset with like the process of it being messy and sloppy initially. But if you truly got the value, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I would say the more value you have, the less you can produce. That being said, most people don't have $100 million worth of value.
Sure.
Like Alex Hormozi does. So you will have to have some level of production. That production can vary from cameras to lighting to audio, but to even your storytelling, right? So he can kind of ramble, and he might already be a naturally gifted storyteller because he's a salesman and he's made $100 million.
Yep.
So he knows how to be an orator.
Yep.
So just because you also have something of value that you believe is of value doesn't mean that you're not obligated to package it in a way that is beneficial towards the audience. At the end of the day, YouTube is also an entertainment platform. So what are you doing that is participating in the entertainment industry
Yep.
when you make a video?
Yep.
This isn't just a web class that you can do, because most likely they're not going to do super well. So are you infusing story? How are you, from real life application? How are you structuring your streams? Are you finding trending things to tie your valuable lessons in with, so that people actually click in? Because ultimately, like, you want to serve the people, and you're not going to be able to serve the people unless they're clicking in. If they're not watching, then there's no point.
Yep.
So it's also important, and you also want to be able to get some of the AdSense, create a business yourself.
Sure.
And be successful. And you don't want to see 50 people watching a video that you shot for 30 minutes.
Yep.
So if you're able to package and understand you're on an entertainment platform, then it's give and take. It's not like we talked about the Casey Neistat, the vlog thing, right? Some people were just vlogging and that was their highlight, and the story was second,
Yep.
and they ended up just like passing away in the wind.
Yep.
So obviously you can't be that extreme, but most people aren't going to be 100 millionaire Alex Hormozi, and you have to find the balance. Whether it doesn't have to necessarily be actual production, but it has to at least be entertainment value. It can be storytelling. It can be a structure. How quick are you getting to your points, and how quick are you getting out?
Yep. That's good. Hey, this clip is from our daily after party stream. If you enjoyed it, consider signing up for our Patreon community for only $5 a month, where you get access to the replays of our daily after party streams, as well as the uncut extended versions of our podcast, Discord access that's private, and a discount code for our merch store, only $5 a month. And ultimately, it's the best way to help us contextualize the gospel of Jesus using media, podcasting, and of course, YouTube. The link for that is in the description or in the pinned comment. The perks are amazing. You should get on there. It's only $5 a month. I'll see you over there, all right? Peace.